Hi everybody, Rita here. I'm going to be doing my May wrap-up of all the books that I read during the month of May. Last month I read a lot. I think I read about 8 books. This month I only read 4, which is still totally fine. I'm glad that I got through the 4 that I did, and I will just jump in. The first book that I read this month was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and this is by Ransom. So I buddy read this with my booktuber friend Kristen from Kristen's Library. I will link her channel below. She is absolutely fabulous. If you haven't seen her stuff, definitely check her out. I think I ended up liking this more than she did. I really enjoyed the originality of this story. I had actually never read this before. I know I'm super late to the bandwagon on this, but I did really enjoy it. I thought the story was pretty original and I really enjoyed the plot twist in it, but in the end I had just a lot of questions. I wasn't quite sure what was happening. I think it might just be the fact that I just didn't read it right, maybe, or it's just I need to continue the story and to figure out what's going on. But I did overall rate this a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was really good, and I do definitely want to continue on with the series. The next book I read is The Explorers, The Door in the Alley by Adrienne Kress. If you haven't seen any of my other videos about this, I will link the review video down below. It is a short review, spoiler-free, but this is a very fun, adventurous middle grade novel that I highly suggest if you like middle grade and you like adventure and you like some comedy. This is a really good book to check out. It is the first in a series. The third book I read this month is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I read the first one several months ago and I have always intended to read this one. But I knew that stuff happened in it, and I knew that I wasn't super ready for it because I didn't want things to happen, and I just wanted all of my characters to be super happy and have a good ending. So knowing that stuff happens in this, I was really intimidated and just really afraid of reading it, but I'm glad that I did. I love the plot. I love all the characters. The ending isn't like a straightforward ending where everything's resolved. It kind of leaves stuff open-ended, which is actually kind of nice, but it's not a cliffhanger or anything. So I love this series. This duology is just stellar. Yeah, if you haven't read the Six of Crows duology, you definitely need to get your hands on it. It is absolutely amazing. One of my favorites. The last book that I read this month is an advanced reader copy of a book that is already out, and I'm actually really glad that I got through this book. I was really not wanting to read it just because this style of book is usually very whiny, and I tend not to like these, but I'm glad that I read it. It is Invisible Emmie by Terri Libenson. And this is a story about a girl in middle school, and she is one of those kids that is not picked on a lot. She's just invisible. She likes to remain invisible. She doesn't like attention, even with her family, and she just is one of those people that's very, very shy, and I really relate to that. In middle school, I hated middle school. I don't know about you, but I literally hated middle school. So I tried to stay out of everything. I tried to disappear and be invisible and not be noticed just to kind of get by. And this is a story about her and a girl, Kate. And Kate is literally the opposite of Emmie. She is popular, she's pretty, she has all of the friends and the cute boys that are falling for her. So one day, Emmie and her friend decide to play a game, and they write little love notes to their crushes. And when Emmie's love note accidentally gets lost and somebody picks it up, the whole school finds out and reads the love note, and everybody is just laughing at her. She is the center of attention, and the boy that she is having a crush on, that she wrote the love letter for, knows, and she has to deal with that. And Katie, the popular girl, is trying to help her through it. And Emmie has to figure out how within herself to be able to overcome the problems. This story had a twist at the end. It is not whiny at all. I thought it was really cute, really adorable, funny. The pictures are just hilarious. Terri actually does her own illustrations in this, and I really thought that it brings out a lot of the personality of Emmie and Katie. Emmie's perspective is kind of like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid style. Katie's perspective is in the graphic novel form, so you can kind of see their different versions. And I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was really cute. I really enjoyed this. There's also a Narnia reference in this, which made me love it even more. Those are the 4 books that I read this month. I'm actually really happy that I got through those 4 books. I have been meaning to get through some of them for a while, and I found some really great reads. I hope some of those books sounded interesting to you. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon with another one. Bye!